Hey everybody, welcome to episode 29 of Cool Chords. Today we are going to be taking a look at a very neat little chord progression from a song by Pavement titled Stop Breathin'. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is a pretty interesting guitar part between the open tuning that's being used as well as some pretty unorthodox chord voicings, which is one of the things that I've always loved so much about Pavement's writing and their guitar parts. And I think a song like this is just the perfect example of some of the really unique guitar writing that Pavement does. So let's go over the tuning first. I'm calling this tuning open E flat major 9 because when you play all of the open strings, it's an E flat major 9 chord. I've never heard of this tuning, but I would assume that it's called that. So what we have to do is tune our 6th string down to E flat. Our 5th string goes up a half step to B flat. Our 4th string does D, stays the same. The 3rd string goes down to F. The 2nd string goes down to B flat. And the open 1st string goes down to D. And I don't know what your experiences have been with alternate tunings, but usually for me, even if I get it in tune on the bottom, it's never like perfectly intonated throughout the neck. So normally I'll kind of like play some of the chords of the song and just kind of adjust, accordingly until it sounds the most in tune. So it doesn't sound completely in tune right here, but as we play the chords, it should hopefully sound a little bit more intonated. But tunings like these are really hard to get completely in tune. So we are in the key of E flat major with this song, and we are in 6/8, and he's doing these arpeggiated patterns around these different chords that are really interesting. So we start with an E flat major 7 chord, which is our open 6th string, and then on the 5th string you put your middle finger on 9, then on the next string put your pointer on 8, and then on the next string put your ring on 9, and those are the 4 notes we're going to play. In the pattern, we do this 6-note pattern. We just go up and down the notes of the chord. Okay, and then we take the same shape and we move it down to the 5th and 4th fret, so it becomes 5, 4, 5, and that switches it to E flat minor. So we start with. Okay, really cool sound right off the bat. We start on the 1 chord, the 1 major chord, and then we switch it to E flat minor, which you would call the parallel minor. And then after that, we're back into just regular chords that would happen in E flat major. So he does a B flat, just power chord initially. So right here, you just do the open 5th string, and then on the 4th and 3rd string, just do like a power chord on 3 and 5. And you do the open 2nd string after that, so the pattern goes. Alright, so just a power chord on the 5, and then he switches it to a dominant by going like this. By taking that 5th fret on that 3rd string and lowering it to the 3rd fret. So I just take my pinky off and I switch to my middle finger. So those 2 measures go. So it's like a B flat dominant 7 without a 3rd, but really cool sound. So the first 4 measures go like this. Okay, so 1 minor, and then just the 5 for 2 measures. Now we go to the 2 chord, F minor 7, which would look like, it looks like if you know like a C7 chord, it's the same fingering as a C7 chord, but up on starting on the 7th fret. So it's 7 with your ring, middle finger does 6, pinky does 7, and pointer does 5, and you do the same right hand pattern. Okay, now this next part is my favorite part. This is the really interesting chord. He goes. So he does, this is like an E flat major chord. If you basically just go like this, you do the open 6th string, and then you bar your pointer finger on 5 on the next 3 strings. So if we just play those 3 notes, it's just E flat major, but then on the top he adds the sharp 9, right? This G natural note up here. So your pinky plays, I'm sorry, G flat, not G natural. So your pinky plays the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So we go like this. Such a cool sound. That top note just completely makes that whole progression for me, because it goes to resolve, right? It goes, and like those first 3 notes, it sounds like, oh, we got to the home key, but then you just hear that note on top, where it's like, ooh, that's a little mysterious. I like that a lot. So the pattern for that is we do the first 3 strings, and then our pick jumps up to the 2nd string. Then we do the 3rd string and the 4th string. So we go. Okay, and then he resolves it to just regular major. So this note right here, it wants to go up. So then he goes like this. He changes the chord a bit. So instead of barring now, we just do 5 and 5 on the 5th and 4th string with our pointer and middle finger, and then our ring finger is going to jump all the way up to the 1st string and play 5, and that's the resolution that we want to the E flat major. And that pattern does the first 3 strings, and then it's the 1st string, 2nd string, 4th string. Okay, so let me just play everything up to there so far. We have this. So cool and so pretty. And then he continues off of this E flat major chord, but he adds the 9. So he takes the ring finger on the 1st string and you move it up to the 2nd string. And then he includes the open 3rd string, which is actually our 9. So that pattern goes like this: the first 3 strings, then 2nd string, 3rd string, and then you jump up to the 5th string. Okay, then we go back to the 5 chord again. This time it's pretty easy. It's just open 5th, 4th, and 3rd string, and then you play the 7th fret on the 2nd string. Then you move it down to 4. So those are just 2 movements within a B flat major chord. Very similar to what we did before with the... So he's just hanging on a B flat chord for 2 measures and just changing like 1 note to give it a little movement. Then after that we go back to that F minor 7 chord we did earlier. And then the progression concludes with 2 measures of that E flat major sharp 9 chord again, so it doesn't resolve the 2nd time, which is extra cool. So this one, we do the bar again on 5, 5, 5, and then our pinky on 8, but the pick pattern goes like this. It does the first 2 strings, then you jump to the 3rd string, and then it's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then you do that again. Such a cool sound. I love that chord so much. So let me run through the whole thing slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, at the end, when it doesn't do that resolution from the to like the E flat major chord, it keeps that sharp 9 on top. I just love the sound of that. And one other thing I noticed too is it is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a 13 bar form. Yeah, 13, which is even more bizarre. So you could hear that extra bar after we go. Right here, you think that it's going to be the start of another 2-bar pattern, but it just does the E flat major once, and then switches. So many little subtle things going on within this song that just make it so unique and so unorthodox. Like I said, between the tuning, these interesting chord voicings, that E flat major with the sharp 9 on top, as well as like the odd number of bars in the form. It's just such an amazing and cool song. And yeah, that is it. That is our episode for this week. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. And as always, if you would like to donate and support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/MikeAudetMusic or paypal.me/MikeAudetMusic. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next episode. Take care.